What's up, everyone on YouTube? It's your boy, the Ep.50 coming at you with Lucky Draws, the show where I take a look at another deck I feel like having myself a great time. Today, we're taking a look at my experimental deck, still in progress, but regardless, we're playing Abc-Reactors. That's right, I've combined the reactors with ABC in an attempt to make reactors work. And so far, it's a good deck. It does ABCs right. I'm still working on the reactor part. But regardless, I'm going to show off with this deck in a few replays today. I'm going to YGO Pro, show off some replays I have saved up of this deck kicking butt. And regardless, we're having ourselves a good time. So let's get started. Alrighty, our first opponent. We kind of want to go first. We can also go second, it's fine, but we're going to go first. Thank you very much, my friend. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and go for the dangers. Danger's good for setting up grave and stuff and things. I would have liked to have summoned that, but whatever. Let's get rid of Crush Wyvern. Let's see what we're up against. Could be a lot of things. Maybe we're up against dangers and I just screwed myself over by letting him discard whatever he wants. Maybe it's a deck that he doesn't want to discard anything. What am I up against? I don't want to know. Regardless, I'm going to summon out my Danger Mothman. Hey, you know, let's get Summon Reactor SK out here. Just for the lulz. Alright, so basically, if he summons something, he'll take damage. I can negate his first attack. It's pretty much the most powerful card in the game. But regardless, while we wait for our opponent to do things with his, whatever deck this is, I've got Shoutout of the day to do. Today's Shoutout goes out to a Mr. Wyncrer, who suggested I not make this deck. Can you believe he said that? He thought I'd go crazy. Clearly, he does not know what he's talking about. But regardless, we're going to see what we're up against. I think I'm about to get hit with the Relinquished, which is a little annoying because I got out SK. Come on, man. Give me that. So I think this is either a really trolly deck or he's playing Reptilian. It could honestly be either or. I'm not gonna lie, it could be either or. But yeah, basically he has gotten rid of SK, which makes me sad panda. He's also summoned out Nightmare Phoenix, which really pisses me off because now my Twin Twisters is gone. I mean, granted, why didn't you just summon Vasky? You could have been a cool dude. Could have been a bro from another home or whatever. But no, he's just summoning Nightmare Phoenix. Granted, if I can get my field spell or something, I'm pretty much set. I will be able to destroy my opponent and everything he loved. Did not get to draw that, but at the very least, I've got Buster Drake. As long as I got Buster Drake, I'm going to be good, because when this leaves the field, I get a Union Monster. So I can get my other bro, my Assault Core, and then I can start doing things. That's all I really need to do, is be able to do things. And I've got my Designator in case of Ash blossoming. He's got all 0 attacks, so I would not be at all surprised. I'm just going to get Ash Core. That's right. If there are any 13-year-olds and below, get out of here. Only 13 and above-year-olds allowed on this here show. So I'm going to go ahead and summon my Assault Core. Be like, hello, I am Assault Core. I'm going to go ahead. I could just banish his stuff. I'm going to beat into this because I can. Might as well bait out his set card anyway. You know, that sort of thing. Yes, I'm freeing up his zone, but like, whatever. Let's go ahead and, yeah, let's summon out our ABC boy. Banish one of each. Be like, hello. Nice to meet you. And then, we're good. I got a card I can discard to banish one of his cards. During his turn, I can tag this out to bring these back. It's a pretty dang sweet card, let me tell you what. Very obnoxious back when it was first introduced. Nowadays, still fairly good, just less good. That's always how it is with the old cards. Unless, of course, we're talking about, like, malicious or something. But, yes. We're up against Reptilians, apparently. I think. I guess that's what this is. I mean, it seems to be what it is. So, this is probably something along the lines of, What's that one card called? Called by the not Called by the Grave. Ghost of a Grudge. He's hoping I'll have enough cards in my graveyard that he'll be able to like do stuff. Oh no, I think I messed up. He probably has a Vaski. If he has Vaski, this is what happens when you underestimate your opponent for a split second. He summons a Vaski. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Well, at least I have 1 day of peace. I have a day of piss. I am okay. Yeah, I should have definitely done that. I blanked for a second. I was like, yeah, I'll let him take 3,000 damage. And then I'm like, oh wait, I shouldn't do that. Alright, so I'm going to have to take a bit of damage. That's fine. Hindsight, should have done something, but it's okay. Because I still have 1 Crush Wyvern. If I can get my field spell, I can just immediately summon this back out. So that's a good thing. Hey, it's that thing I was talking about. You know, the field spell. You know, we had that long discussion about how this would help. Be like, no. Get your lance out of my face. Get your bare stick out of my space, sir. Your stick is not allowed. What? Oh, what are you banishing Buster Boy so I can't use his effects? I don't care. I'm just gonna beat into your stuff. I'm gonna get myself an Assault Core. And then I'm gonna summon Assault Core. And then Union Hanger's gonna equip me a Buster Drake. Hello. And then I could do that. Yep, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Be like, boom, boom, boom. Want you in my room. I can't use his effects this turn. Until the end of the next turn. And he surrendered. Pathetic. You actually had my respect, Reptilians, but then you surrendered. So there's technically a first win. Not the greatest win, but like I said, I have replays set up that are a little bit better than this. Was it 1 or 2? I think I have 1 replay, but it's a really good one. Regardless, let's go for duel 2. See if we can do some more stuff. Alright, to our second opponent. We're going first yet again. This is not as good of a hand as the last one. The last one was really nice. This one's also nice, but in a different way. I guess I could have gone for that and then that, but that wouldn't have helped me much. I shall now be going into turtle mode with my Bagusk. Not the thing I like to start off with. I would have rather gone for like Union Carrier, but because of the field I had, not the field, but the hand I had, not ideal. Although if I draw Spell Reactor, then Trap Reactor, I'll be a happy boy, because then I can tribute Baguska if it survives and summon out SKYFIRE. That would make my day. Win or lose, just summoning SKYFIRE in 2019 is pretty dang impressive, outside of just like gimmicky decks made to do that. You know what I mean? So up against the Ancient Ugirs. He can't use, well, Howitzer's unaffected, so he can't do that, yeah. That's a bit of an annoying thing, man. A bit of an annoying thing. Yep. So I'm going to have to do something about that soon. Get rid of that. Let me think about this. See, because if I beat over that, I'm going to just set my board up a bit. I'll take a bit of damage, but I need to slow down the Ancient Gear player just a bit until I have my board set up nice and pretty. If I can get my board set up nice and pretty, I can do some stuff. And actually, if I can get an ABC can handle his monsters fairly well, because while Chaos Giant is like immune to a lot of stuff, but he doesn't work in the battle, or what was it? I can like banish his stuff before battle phase and it'll work. He's got Iron Draw too. I have that card as well. It helps very much. So what are you gonna do? Go for a Linky Stinky monster? He might go for Linky Stinky. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, probably next turn I'm gonna have to go into things, man. Never mind. He went for Ballistic Boy. This is bad, because now he can change that attack defense to 0 to the end of the turn. Yeah, he can do that. Granted, Baguska will still negate, he'll still keep his effects. So even if he goes Ballistic Shooter, pops this, reduces the stats. Oh yeah, he also gets to search in Ancient Gear. Even if he does all that, he still has to go into battle phase to get rid of Baguska before he can do his other things. Otherwise, his effects will be negated still. Yeah, he was a bit too... I was hoping for a split second that he would forget that, but he's a bit too smart for that one. Alright. Thank you, Baguska. You were a big help. You did help us a lot. I would really like my field spell now, because then I could do some stuff. Get out a certain ABC boy. Summon Reactor's back, by the way. I hope you guys all noticed that. He has been in the hand this whole time. Just doing bro things, man. Let's see. Let's flip up Crush Wyvern. Let's summon Goldie Boy. Goldie Boy will summon the Ass Rammer. And then I'm going to play my Iron Call, which is like a Monster Reborn, but different. I'm going to summon Silver Boy. Just in case I decide to go for Saryujo or something. Because I could do that. Actually... Let me think about this. Nah. Because how this should work is if I beat into this with Silvery Boy, is that Silver will summon another copy of Gold, and I could just do a whole ton of damage. Just right here, just do damage, bit of damage, bit more damage. Just going to do a whole bunch of damage this turn. That way he doesn't get to do things. And then main phase the second. Let's go for Union Carrier. I'm going to get rid of these two. Be like, hello, I'm Union Carrier. No. And let's see. What can I summon here? Summon Utopia the Whitening Boy, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and equip Union Carrier with Buster Drake. That way, I can... Well, I can do that next turn. That's the thing. I think I'm good for now. I'm set up for many a play. And I'm immune to his spells thanks to Buster Drake. And if this leaves the board, I get stuff. Oh, boy. That's bad. He's going to go get all the Ancient Gears. He's got Golem. And then Gear Town will summon another Ancient Gear that is not Golem. Because Gear Town does not allow you to summon Golem, sadly. It'd be cool if it did, but it does not. He'll probably summon Reactor Dragon. Yeah. I was also thinking he might summon Wyvern, but he already has a Wyvern. So now he's got all the Wyverns in the Deep Blue Sea. That's not necessarily good. I mean, granted, I still got my ABC boy coming. So, you know, things are still looking alright for me. It all really depends on if he has, like, the fusion after this. Let's see. Ancient Gears, blah, blah, blah. A limiter removal. Oh, no. That's going to be an OTK, baby. Well, that stinks. Ark. We were so close, man. So close, but so far. It was still a good duel. I kind of wish well, I guess Summon Reactor wouldn't have helped all that much. But still, it was a good duel by Ancient Gears, so I can respect that. Let's call that a loss, because it is definitely a loss. Let's go for Duel 3, and then maybe I'll show off those replays. What's up, everybody? Here in the third duel. I figured I'd do something a little different with today's episode, just because I got some nice replays saved up of this deck and early iterations of it. So I'm just going to show those off instead of the usual duel formats. I apologize if it feels like a cop-out. It's just I wanted to show off these replays because they're pretty dang sweet. So first off, we're playing against Magical Bullets with Mystic Mine, by the way. So let's go ahead and start off this duel. I've got to get myself a nice old bin in hand. Field spell is going to get me an Assault Core. And I'm just going to go ahead and make a nice little bit of a board. I'm going to get my Platinum Gadget out. Gonna get my stuff back and be like, I'm gonna go ahead and do this here Danger Mothman. Gonna get Platinum Gadget. I'm gonna make Magoosk, and I even opened up with a Mystic Space Typhoon. I had that in this deck before, just because I figured I didn't have as much. I didn't have enough for discard fodder, so I figured why not Mystic Space Typhoon works against Mystic Mine. I don't know what else you need to say about it. So he's going to go ahead and summon that Maxi Boy and get all these boys out here. They don't get their effects, obviously, because Bogoosk. But I'm just going to go ahead and go for Buster Drake, get everything set up, and I get myself out of that Tri-Burst Dragon. And so now I'm going to add another card, and I'm going to beat over Max for some nice opening damage. He's going to lose Mystic Mine, so now I get this, but he's going to hit me with Cosmic Cyclone on it, so I don't get to keep it. Bit sad. Whatever, this is still negated. He's going to draw all sorts of cards, but nothing really happens except for the death of Bagooska. Praise be unto him, for he did his job well. So now my opponent's going to go ahead and bring out this Restrict. He's just being like Mr. Trolley Man. And he's going to summon out another Max, but I'm going to negate that Max with my Designator. He's going to get Phoenix, though, and I lose my card, and I'm going to take a bit of damage. He's got himself set up for some other stuff, let me tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and go for Danger Mothman again. See if I can go for Utopia, you dude. But I bait out his Super Poly. It's fine, I've got ABC. So I'm going to go ahead and banish his cards. He's going to go ahead and do Mud Dragon for whatever reason, and he'll take some more damage. So now it's back to my opponent. He's got the Casper, he's got the Max. And he's going to get himself Cross Dominator, and he's going to attempt to Desperado to me. But I'm going to go ahead and tag out, get my boys back on the board. Hello, what's up, how are you? That's their names, if you didn't know. So now I've got all these boys on the board. I got Union Carrier. That's where I can go ahead and make my boys even bigger. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring out ABC once again. I'm going to equip this to ABC, so he's immune to spells. And then equip my Trap Reactor for the memes, and my opponent immediately surrenders, because now that I'm immune to spells, this does nothing. So there was an honest-to-goodness win against the Magical Musketeers. Let's go ahead and show you another replay I've got here. Alright, here's my second duel with a slightly different iteration of this deck using Galaxy Soldier under my alias of Bill, if you were ever wondering. Sometimes I go under an alias, don't ask why. Let's go ahead and see what we're up against. Inspector Border, one of the other trolley decks. We do alright against trolley decks, let me tell you what. I got Infinite Impermanence. He'll solemn me right off the bat. He's like, I don't want you to play Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'm going to go ahead and use my Allure of Darkness that I had in here before. Get out my field spell. Get things started. Because now I'm going to go ahead and summon Assault Core. Give that a Buster Drake. That way I at least get myself set up for other things later. He's got a Crush Wyvern as well. That's because he uses it as well. Let me tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and Metaverse. Get myself another field spell. That way I can get more stuff and get more cards on the board. So I'm going to go ahead and go for Utopia the Lightning. Go for ahead and beat over his things, because his Effect Veiler will not work with my Call by the Grave. So now that I've beaten over his things, he has a whole lot of nothing to go on. Except for this Platinum Gadget, of course. And he's going to go ahead and summon Assault Core. Get out Buster Dragon. This is where he makes a bit of a mistake on his part. He forgets how lightning works. He goes ahead and beats into Utopia the Lightning instead. So I'm able to just detach materials and blow that up. And my opponent is going to surrender in a moment. Once I start, beating over his Platinum Gadgets. Yeah, he lost. And it was his own darn fault. But I still count that as a win because I kicked his butt. And now let's go for the third replay I've got set up. Alrighty, Abc-Reactor. We got a win, a loss, and I showed off some good replays. Like I said, I'm still working on this deck, deciding what things need to come in, what things need to go out. It's a tricky business, let me tell you what. There's so many different things that can help the deck, so many things that can hurt the deck. So I'm going to keep working on the deck, as I say. Take some things out, put some things in. And it'll be ready for the 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Let me assure you of that. It will be ready. And I will bloody summon this stupid thing. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any ideas for this deck, leave them in the comments. I'm open to all suggestions. But I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. Take care, everybody. Happy holidays.